What can you take from that experience when you were in Medina in terms of, how did it help you in terms of your management style?
Oh, I don't know. I remember the day before, the night before, the last day we were in the hotel waiting the players and waiting Chema Olazabal. I didn't see him before and said thank you for inviting me and my family to see the game, and arrived with 10 points behind and said we have game. What happened with Ian Poulter, the last 3-4 goals we made very, and he said to us, so if we win the first 3 or 4 games in the last day, everything can happen, and that's happened. And after I was just enjoying the golf tournament, so walking around with all that players, with the coaches, with the fathers for the players. Michael Jordan was there, so Michael Jordan was my idol. So staying there with the cigar and the beer and watching the game, it was a real marvelous experience in my life, and my kids as well. So I still remember that days for us. It was beautiful, really beautiful.
The players are obviously on an international break after this. What will you do yourself in the next 10 days after Sunday? Will you go away?
Well, next 10 days I'm travel one day, and after I go to London in the midday to make a presentation for a book for Johan Cruyff. The family invite me. I'm going to London Thursday or Friday, and after maybe I come back to Barcelona to see my fathers. Long time I don't see him. And after Everton and Barcelona, I'm going to. Meanwhile, I travel. I'm going to see games and the next games, and to be with my family. That is my schedule.
Do you expect, Pep, this to be your hardest match yet on Sunday?
Tomorrow?
The game against Tottenham, do you expect
one
to
of
be the hardest match?
One of the toughest. The toughest was in the previous to Champions League. That it was the toughest, because at the end you don't know what is the level. It was in the beginning, the previous season, we didn't win one game, and you never know. That it was the toughest one. And of course, every game has the special things. So Gladbach we won, but it was tough, so tough, because I know well Celtic Glasgow, and I cannot say in Stoke City it was easy. I cannot say in Swansea after win the League One, go there, and so every game is complicated. The first game in Sunderland won the last minute, Old Trafford. I cannot say the Tottenham is tough as I go to Old Trafford to win there. So every game is special, but of course after 6 games, what I saw with Tottenham is one of them. With Liverpool is one of the absolutely best teams in that moment is playing in the Premier League. Of course, we need a good performance to win there. So we cannot achieve 1 point, 3 points if we are not make a good performance. If you are so, no chance.
Hi, Ben. Are managers like you and Pochettino and Klopp, are you changing English football? The style of English football that we traditionally think of English football? Can that help the England team and England's chances in the Champions League?
So I don't know. I cannot talk about what Mauricio and Jurgen speak about that. What I like the teams who try to do. You are active, and you see that when they play. They want the ball. They want to keep it. They were so aggressive without the ball. They don't. And I like to see that. And Liverpool and Tottenham they are both teams in that way. They try to do. So they start the game and I want to try to do something. And I think that is fantastic for spectators. At the end, what happened in Glasgow? So one team won attack, the other team won attack, at the end 6-6, 3-3, and fans they enjoy, and I think that the people here watching, the fans for Manchester City may be a bit disappointed because they didn't win, but happy because what they saw. They saw until the last moment, they tried to win. That is what we can offer. So until the last minute, try to win the games. It doesn't matter what happened. And after that, I went to the locker room, and the players were tired. They were exhausted, but exhausted. They could not talk. So that is what I want. So that is what I want for my players, because in the end, our fans know that, and that's why I cannot be disappointed in our performance in Glasgow. Mistakes, of course. Some games we won and make more mistakes than the last game. But the opponent was there, so aggressive. Last 25 games, Celtic Glasgow in their stadium just lost 3. So that means how difficult it is. So always you have to put in the balance to analyze our performance in that terms. So that's why I'm so satisfied about our performance. As I said before for the Spanish guy, in my 3rd year here, our game will be much, much better than now, believe me. So we won now a lot of games because most of the games we won for our enthusiasm, you know, for new coach, we are new, and you win a lot of games in that. But to create something stable, and you less run, more control, more chance to create, you need time. And believe me, my first year in Barcelona, we won 6 titles in a row, we won everything. My 4th year, we played better than first year. In my 3rd year in Munich, it was much better than first year. No doubts about that. And you see the teams and compare the way we play, we're much better. And I'm pretty sure of that. In my 2nd year, in my 3rd year here, we'll be better than now. We'll be better. In terms of results, it's almost perfect. But the way we play, we need time. And when I said we won 6 games in a row, 7 games in a row in the rooms. People say, "Oh, we're going to win for." You're going to ask me, "We're going to win 4 titles in the first season." How many teams in England won the 4 titles? How many? 0. So my first year is so difficult. What I can assure is tomorrow game we're going to try to win the game. But I'm pretty sure next year and my last period here, our football will be better. Sure, will be better than now. But that's happening in all the coaches around the world. So Pochettino now is playing better than he arrived. He needs time. The problem the trainers we don't have time. That is the big problem that we have. That's why it's so important in the beginning, enthusiasm, because in the 2nd year, enthusiasm is gone. It's disappeared. We know each other. They are tired of me. I'm tired of the play. You are tired of me. I'm tired of you. So that is going to happen. Now is the basis. How it's something you are creating in the past is stable. That is our target for working for tomorrow, but working for the future. And in the future, that it means the young players and means a lot of things.
Pep, sorry. Following on from that, after the Celtic game, Fernandinho said that because the level of training and in games is so intense, the intensity is so high, it's natural for players to drop. Is that something you accept? Or are your demands so high that players have to train and have to play at that level of intensity all the time? Or do you accept that they can have days where they drop?
I don't accept. I'm sorry. The way we play, we have to go to full. I want to be active. I want it to be principal role in our game. And when that's happening, the opponent is good. Because what happened in the last game is when the opponent was good. Not because we didn't accept to create chances or to be there. No. And that's why the player has to take care of themselves in the private life, sleep well, eat well, because it's demanding. The way we want to play is so demanding. And the people cannot stay, another one has to be there. But no. The way I want to play is in that way, you saw, so with much more things we have to improve. But the players 90 minutes has to put absolutely everything on the field. That is the most important moment in their lives. Training is a part of the training, but the week, the more important is when the referee whistle and start to play.
But if it takes 3 years to get the style of play that you want from this team, does that not make you want to stay longer to enjoy that, or do you see that as your job done, time to move on?
No. Now I'm so happy here, so I'm not thinking about that. Just it will be 3 years, and always I decide to say goodbye Barcelona by Munich. I decided in the last year where I said, okay, it's enough. But maybe I can stay more time or less. Less, I know it's going to happen. It depends on the results, or the chairman is not happy with me or with our job. That always can happen. But if they are happy with me, I want to stay that period. If I'm happy and they are happy, why not longer? And also will be depends on how it was in the past, if the success is there or not there, and if I am a more hunger, or for many reasons. Or I see the perspective to improve the team, it's not possible, or I'm not happy anymore. So when that's happened, I don't want to be a problem with the club. Never try to be a problem with the club. When I feel I'm not good, I don't have energy. But me with that energy, I'm not good. I need it to be there. And sometimes the time decide for yourself, not for to have the best conditions. And I'm so happy here. So yeah, I'll be happy losing games. So it's not about my happiness, about the way I'm looking forward to make good things, and the people are watching us, the fans and no fans from Manchester City are happy to watching us our games. That is what I want. When I feel that is not going to happen in that moment, I'm not going to stay.
Okay, thanks guys.
Okay, thank you.
See you guys.
Do it now.